The Cookie Jar of Kindness. Jack was a young homeless boy who lived among others on the city streets. Every evening, while many begged or slept, Jack would sit beneath the dim glow of a streetlight, poring over old, torn books he had salvaged from the trash. One evening, a man named Eric noticed the boy's quiet determination. Curious, he approached and offered Jack some money, but Jack shook his head politely. "I don't need money, sir," he said softly. "I only need knowledge." Eric was deeply moved. He could not forget the boy's eyes, so full of hope. That night, he quietly slipped into the homeless camp and placed a cookie jar in Jack's cart. Hidden beneath the cookies was enough cash to see the boy through school. To protect the boy's pride, Eric tucked in a small note that read simply, "This is a loan." The next morning, Jack found the jar. He knew at once who had left it. His heart swelled with gratitude, and he made a silent promise. He would repay that loan, not with money, but with a life well lived. Years passed, and Eric grew old. One day, tragedy struck. Eric was rushed to the hospital after a serious accident. His wife, Clara, sat anxiously by his side, her face lined with worry. "If only we had saved a little more," she whispered. Eric squeezed her hand weakly and smiled. "At least I will die a happy man, knowing we gave what we could." Clara kissed his forehead. "And I will always be proud of you." Moments later, a nurse entered. "We must take him for surgery immediately. There isn't time to lose." "But what about the charges?" Eric asked, fear in his voice. The nurse handed Clara an envelope. "All the details are here." Hours later, the surgery was successful. When Eric awoke, Clara was holding the same envelope tightly, tears in her eyes. The doctor entered with a warm smile. "You're recovering well, Mr. Brown. You'll be discharged in a few days." Eric turned to his wife. "But what about the bills?" Clara silently handed him the envelope. Inside was a short note that read, "All dues cleared, with a jar of cookies. Dr. Jack Ross." Eric's eyes widened. The name hit him like a wave. It was the boy, the homeless boy he once believed in, now a man of honor, and the doctor who had just saved his life. Tears rolled down Eric's cheeks as he clutched the note. Life had come full circle. A simple act of kindness, once given away in a cookie jar, had returned to him multiplied, this time saving his very life. Dear friends, kindness is never lost. It always finds its way back, sometimes when we need it the most. Continue doing good, not for any return, but for the joy of knowing you've made the world a little brighter. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting stories.